Hello, everyone. We are going to be hopping into some more Rune Factory 4 for our Farm Sim Friday today. And we got some more festivals coming up on the calendar. And we unlocked a new area recently as well.
Rune Factory 4. What am I doing?
That is a good question. What were we doing? Alright. Crops looks like are already watered.
Hello.
How's our inventory looking? 20 turnips, okay. We also need to get refight bosses for more princess points. Did we already refight the bosses today? Okay. Alright, so then what was the new area we had to go to? Oh. Spare battle axe. Okay, I'll keep that. Don't see why not. We do need to harvest that stuff. So that was this cave. And hello, Belle. I do hope you're having a wonderful time, whether that puts you in the evening, morning, or anything in between.
Thank you. You know, I'm having a great time as well.
I'm glad to hear that.
By the way,
Yeah?
your sound alerts.
Oh, are they still off?
Well, yeah, they're still.
Hold on, let
off.
me fix that. Yes, I want to sign in. Yes, I'm aware my stream is currently live. I'm fine with that.
I just thought, you know, maybe you might want to know that, you know.
Why did you have something planned? There you go. They should be
Well,
on pause now. Oh, that means you
I
also didn't
was
turn back
going
on
to
the other
try.
redeems. Oh man, I need to go grab those. Okay.
I was trying to
I also need to turn back
I
on
was gonna
all the other
hide me
stuff
joining. I was gonna
behind a
hide me
sound.
joining VC. Yeah, with a sound.
Well, I
but
don't
they
get
were
a
off.
I don't get a sound for you joining because I'm in streamer mode.
Yeah, but could distract you for just long enough.
Maybe. Maybe.
Like maybe a second.
Half of a second. Depending
Yeah.
on the sound alert. How's September treating you so far?
Well, seeing as I'm at my grandma's right now, and she has internet, and I have my portable streaming set up, you know, I'm doing amazing.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's literally the main reason why I have a gaming laptop was literally because I knew.
Have you made an announcement yet?
Announcement about what?
About, I believe, tomorrow?
Nah, it's a secret stream.
Okay.
People know but also people don't know.
Understandable.
Alright, I'll be right back.
That's right, I can't store cooking bread in my treasure chest. I can't put this in there. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. We need to sell all the extra armors that we got. That's right. Got an extra spear. Okay. That should free up some inventory space. Should also store the lumber. Ba-ba-ba.
I am back.
Welcome back.
My parents were curious who brought in the creamer, and I'm like, I did. I put it up.
Nice me.
They were like panicking, like who put up the creamer? See, I would be like, I'll stream Saturday and Sunday because I'm here Saturday and Sunday. However, Sunday there's a party going on.
Yeah.
And then Monday I'm going home, so I can't do that Monday either.
That's sad.
Good evening.
Because also for my Monday stream, I'm hoping to have one of my new models ready for it, because it'll very much tie in with the game.
What's the game?
Goodbye Volcano High. It is.
I mean, I'll be able to make it to your stream, but
because I am going to open up VC specifically for mutuals for that stream, because voices will be welcome.
oh, I'll gladly join for voices. Yeah.
But yeah, the game came out on Monday this week. Or no, Tuesday. Came out on Tuesday this week. I have been waiting for this game for over a year, avidly following it.
I might just be on the road. When are you streaming?
That's the thing. I might just keep it evening time, but I might do earlier. More likely than not, I'll keep it evening, being around 9 p.m. EST.
9 p.m. Oh, if that's the case, I'll definitely be home then. Yeah.
I may start earlier, because I got surprise news at work today that I'm off on Monday.
If you start sometime after 6 EST, I should be home.
Okay.
Yeah, so I should be able to make it no matter what. Because we're going to be leaving at 10, and it's like a 7-hour drive.
And you gotta have your rest stops along the way, so that you don't overexert yourself.
We only stopped once.
You're still at that point of driving.
I'm not driving. No, my parents swap.
Okay. That's not nearly as tough then.
Yeah, they swap so that way one person can sleep and the other one can drive.
Should we try fighting this thing again?
By the way, the One Piece live action Oh my god.
People have been going crazy over it, and people have been hating it. It's very much a one or the other.
It is always good. There's always gonna be people hating it because they don't strictly follow the One Piece story.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They're loosely following it, so people are gonna be pissed about that. And then some people will be pissed about how horrible the graphics are. But at the same time,
Are you all right?
for an anime live action, compared to all the other ones, it's like a
Good evening.
10 million times better. I would put it up there with some of the shows that Netflix, like some of the bigger shows Netflix is doing. Like, it's really good.
Okay.
Like, if you've never seen One Piece, you'd like it. I mean, if you've seen One Piece, you might hate it. But if you've never seen One Piece, it's pretty good.
Alright. So I might.
I've
So,
only
so
watched-
you're adding. So you're telling me there's another show out there I might hate.
You might hate it, but what I do love is how they did Bucky the Clown, though. I will say that. So, they basically Heath Ledgered that bitch. The way they did him was they made him more serious, like Heath Ledger's Joker.
Okay.
But he still does jokes. He's just got more serious tone. And I'm like, oh my god, I love it so much. I mean, I wish they did more with some of the stuff, but at the same time, like, for what they did, like, they pulled out all the stops that they could for it.
Okay.
They're not doing it dirty.
I'm glad to hear that.
They tried. Okay, that's one thing I'll say. They tried their hardest. There's always gonna be people that hate it, but they tried their damn hardest to make everyone like it. It is amazing. And the way they show people's abilities, like, it's for a show that has almost every character or every fight scene having someone with a special ability, it's pretty good.
I mean, everyone's got to have an ability. It's One Piece.
That is true. That is true. But like, it's just amazing. It's amazing. I like the fighting in it too. Oh man, it's something like if your friends don't like anime, but you want them to be in the One Piece, you could get them to watch that, and then maybe they'll get into the actual One Piece. More than likely.
Did you like that movie? Well, did you know there's actually another 134 hours of content that goes past the live action? It's like,
the live.
if
it's
you
not
like
really-
it,
it's multiple episodes. It's a show.
yeah, but with as many as they have out, if you're gonna go past that,
Yeah.
there's like 134 hours worth of story past that.
It's like it's like basically the first season. They made the entire first season of One Piece. And I'm like, dang. Sure, they're like cutting some corners, cutting some stuff out, cutting certain characters out. Like, the three little kids that were like friends with Usopp, they cut them out.
That's a shame. But I understand
It is a
why.
shame, but yeah, at the same time, like, they're trying to get as much out.
I'm sorry,
and
but just
trying
like in
to-
Minecraft, the kids have to go.
Yeah. But they're doing pretty good at telling the story. Even without those kids, like, they're leaving out some minor stuff. But for the most part, they're following the story. And I will say it's more piratey than the actual anime.
It's more piratey than it is anti-capitalist.
No, it's more piratey than I'm meaning, like, the way people talk and act and stuff. It's more piratey than the anime, where everyone talks normal
Yeah.
or funky. Yeah,
Okay.
the actors are actually, you know, trying and not just straight up copying what the anime actors did, or voice actors did.
That's good.
I think the only thing I'd hate is Luffy, but that's because that dude, sadly, he's stuck. He's stuck with having to act like Luffy.
I'm sorry, but no matter what you do, he's gotta act like Luffy.
Yeah, he's gotta. So I feel bad for that dude. Like, he's gonna be known as that dude. But like the other characters, like some of them have accents and stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, these guys are so good as this character. I mean, I do. There's one character I did not like, the Axe Hand Morgan.
Okay.
But that's because literally the only way I'd like him is if they got a fucking bodybuilder to play him. That's the only way, because he's a big dude.
Yeah, he is.
They just got like a somewhat muscular guy to play him. I'm like,
That's not the same.
the dude looks like he would be in the military, like a muscular military man, but he's not like buff enough for Axe Hand Morgan.
Understandable.
I mean, of course, everyone's gonna hate on the mermen or whatever the heck they are. The fish people.
Yeah.
But I feel like that no matter what you do, if you're on a budget, that's gonna be a hard thing for you to make look like the show.
Yeah.
So like for what
The
they
show
did,
has
they
a
did
hard
pretty
time
good.
doing it with their budget.
Yeah, like they did pretty good for what they're working with. They did pretty good with those guys. So I'm like, It's like one of those things you gotta take into account what they're working with. They're working with a legacy, okay? And they're trying their damn hardest not to ruin the legacy.
Yeah, it's just like what I said about Cowboy Bebop.
I haven't watched the
Although,
live action of that. Was that
you don't
good,
have
or
to. You don't have to.
Was it really bad?
I tried telling people, like, you gotta give them credit. They're working with the legacy here. Give them time, and it hurt me.
It hurt you?
Yes.
It seemed like it was gonna be good though. Like from all the ads and stuff, they made it seem
That's
like it was
because
gonna
they
be good.
knew who they were marketing to, but they did not make a show for the people that they were marketing to. So it was marketed incorrectly. If they'd marketed it differently for the show that it is, people would have been going in with the expectations of this is the show, and it would have worked out fairly well.
Were they marketing it's going to be the exact same as Cowboy Bebop?
Fairly.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they learned their lesson with that one. Decided to
Maybe.
change up for One Piece. That and One Piece has such a big following, it's like one of those things where
You think Cowboy Bebop doesn't?
Cowboy Bebop does, but not as big as One Piece. I feel like Cowboy Bebop was a wake-up call for them because of how big of an audience it has. But like, if they screwed up with One Piece, no one would let them mess with the anime live actions ever again.
You'd think they would have learned that lesson after Dragon Ball.
They made a live action Dragon Ball.
Sadly, yes.
Do they still have it up? Netflix does?
Oh no, it was not made by Netflix.
Okay, so
It was made back in, I think it was like 2004.
I was about to say, I'm like, Cowboy Bebop was made by Netflix. I'm
Yeah.
talking about Netflix. Netflix is the ones who made the Cowboy Bebop, and they made the live action for One Piece.
Yeah.
They also made, I think, a live action for Final Fantasy, and I've heard it was shit.
Well, a lot of Final Fantasy movies, we know what to expect going into it because it's the Final Fantasy movies are very different from the Final Fantasy games in both their storytelling and the tropes that they use and rely on. So it doesn't feel so for people who follow the games, it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy story.
Yeah, but the way they market it is it's Final Fantasy, like it's like the game.
Yeah.
That's how they.
But anyone who has seen Final Fantasy movies and played the games knows you do it one time and you go, oh, I see what's going on here, and then you know what to expect going forward.
Yeah. Why do I have 1,000 points? I just had like 600. Now I have 1,000.
Watch streak.
Oh, that makes sense. So, I may or may not have turned back on some voice redeems for my stream tomorrow. And added a new one.
Nice, nice. I look forward to seeing them.
May or may not have added an Ulu one.
Oh, good lord. It was at that moment that the great Ho-Ho Kester knew regrets.
I thought maybe it'd be pretty funny. It'd be pretty funny. And then I may or may not have played Sky without you, but it was because I was trying to complete the Aurora characters mission before they leave.
Understandable.
Which you can't do that anyways because the copyright song. All the
I
quests
did
play the
go to the
songs.
concert after on Sunday morning.
If you do the quest for her, you have to go to different locations, and every single location it plays the song.
Yeah.
you get the
I'm
free
aware.
emotes,
I'm aware. I did get the free emotes, and I am aware of the song playing different locations because several parts of my latest VOD series did get hit with strikes.
Oh wait, seriously?
Yeah, because even without accepting the quest, if you go by those areas, the song still plays.
Oh yeah.
So there's some muted sections in the latest VOD series, but oh well.
Which, by the way, I love that TikTok. Which, by the way, that TikTok. So for you, it was pretty short, right? Where you were was pretty short. But for me, you were standing there for like a whole minute doing that, and I just had to watch.
Oh, you poor thing. Yeah, my end it was fairly quick.
But that is it. I love that you clipped that. That's hilarious.
Wall clipped that.
Wall clip that?
Wall clipped that.
How the heck do I show who clips it? I can't just show you because it's your channel.
If you pull up, like if you go to my stream and you go to look at the clip section, it'll say who clipped it. Like when you pull up the actual clip, not just scrolling through. When you click on it, it'll say.
Oh, okay.
It'll say the name of the clip, and then below it'll say clipped by.
I'm not gonna lie, I just scrolled through and looked at it. I thought the name next to it was who clipped it. No, that's the name of the person that's streaming. That streamer was him.
Yeah. Almost reached next cook level.
Almost reached what? What?
I've almost reached the next cooking level.
Oh, let's go. Hello, Fire. Welcome.
Do you want a prime spiel? Alright,
Yeah,
well.
Prime Spiel. I haven't redeemed one in a while.
For those of you who don't know, if you have an Amazon Prime account and you link your Amazon to your Twitch, you get access to Twitch Prime. Not only does this give you a free subscription you can use every 30 days on the channel of your choice to get all Tier 1 emotes and ad-free viewing on that channel, but also spend some of that sweet, sweet Bezos money. So don't forget to spend somebody else's money this month.
You did nothing.
Well, you don't have to tell them that.
Yeah, you're right. I actually just did nothing. I thought I accidentally somehow timed it perfectly to where they're leaving and wouldn't notice that I said that until they got back. So hopefully this month I will have internet.
One can hope.
I can hope. It's gonna be one of those things where if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna have to. We'll have to go behind people's backs to get it and pay for it myself.
What didn't PC? Oh, so you like fishing?
I like fishing.
You saw a ghost? Ooh.
Hey guys, you wanna go fishing?
Anyone else seen a ghost?
Hey,
Ah! Get back here, you teleporting person.
Are you
I'm not ignoring you.
You don't want to participate in my joke?
I've been distracted.
Been distracted.
I've been distracted because game said, here's a teleporting person. So I must find them.
And kill them!
Well, I mean, if they're causing trouble, yeah. I can't let anybody mess with my crops. Here? Where did they run off to?
Oh yeah, that one day you were lore streaming, I meant to tell you, but I didn't tell you. I figured you just noticed that I did it. I had to ban someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the alert and I saw.
I was waiting for you to scold me for not following procedure, but you didn't, so I'm like, okay, I guess that's
I
fine.
mean, honestly, what I would have done is I would have timed them out for 5 years instead of banning them because they asked for the ban. Just that they don't get exactly what they want. But that's just me.
Yeah, well, I was like in a VC with Olska, and they're like, yeah, they want to be banned, just ban them. I'm like, okay.
No, it's not a wrong thing to do. It's just the way that I do things. I am very much about antagonizing trolls back.
Which I would have caught him immediately when he started spouting gibberish, but I'm like, what is he trying to type? No, he's just typing random stuff. I'm like, oh, he's typing random stuff. And then he mentioned that he's typing random stuff right when I was about to time him out. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is.
Anyways, enough about that person that we don't know the username of. Because they're nobody. Is anyone in chat? Anyone want to say hi? Fire! How's your day been? That's perfect timing, them saying they're back.
Perfect timing.
Good evening.
Where did that person run off to?
Good evening.
I will track them down. Wait. Was it this game or the other farm game that had a corner? A tower in the corner? I have a
It been
particular
long?
set of skills.
It been long? That's what she said.
It's been a long day. Aw. I'm sorry, day has been long. And
I'm
first
not
day
kidding
is
right now.
tomorrow or was today?
You're gonna want those inserts for shoes, and then you're
Oh.
gonna need like painkillers.
Depending on the type of... Hey, there you are.
Depending on the what?
What voice do I give this person? They got a witch hat that has a cat face on it.
Wait, Kohol,
What?
you're saying something. Depending on the what?
Depending on how much walking as opposed to standing around you do during your job is going to change the type of inserts you want.
That is true. If you're walking a lot, it doesn't hurt as much. I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie. I can walk longer than I can stand still.
Yes, this is very much a known part of human biology.
Which is
movement. We like movement more than we like sitting or being immobile.
Oh yeah, I got 75 followers now.
Nice.
My third time at 75. I don't think that's something you should be happy about, but
I need to go
you
save
need to pay off
Dolly?
your card so you can fix your car. I'm sorry, Fire, if I've upset you. I didn't mean to.
West to the bridge in the southwest. Once you reach the bridge, cross it and keep going.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes.
You'll be moving? Oh, where are you moving to?
Cow, don't be mean.
Fine. I'll leave them alone.
So you go around to get past that rock.
Fire's probably gonna have fun tomorrow, messing with me.
Well, maybe.
Well, they have admin powers on my sound alerts.
Ah.
So, yeah, they can do whatever the heck they want.
What are you going to do to make a bridge magically appear, buddy?
He's gonna say abracadabra.
Observe what you ask? Why, this lovely specimen! What? Okay.
Fire, you cannot bonk me. Kill shall rain upon me. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Alright. I still have questions about how he built that bridge.
Yeah, he like made clouds turn into wood somehow.
That is a very strange duck.
Why is the duck so big?
I don't know, but I find it concerning.
Why is it kicking your ass?
Well, I'm trying to get some duckling. Aww.
Find meds to help your muscles. Alright, you do that, Fire.
House Obsidian Mansion to the left, but what's down here? We've got berries. They attacked first. They deserved it.
You just killed the little fairy.
Hey, I got some fairy dust. Oh,
that's
this
what
map
you need
is
to
big.
fly. Right? Where's that pixie dust?
That's pixie dust.
Aww.
Just remember the magic chant. There's no such thing as fairies. There's no such thing as fairies. There's no such thing as fairies.
Fairies!
Ooh, a vest.
Fairy grandparents! Was that pretty good impression?
It wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad, okay.
Rocks right now. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so we have to wait for more story for the rocks to go away. Ooh! Orange. Some fur. And a bug carcass. Hello, Phantom.
there.
I do hope that you're having a wonderful time zone, whether that puts you in evening, morning, or anything in between.
How are you doing today?
Ooh, more minerals.
All I
What kind
know
are
is there
these?
is one thing. There is one thing I need
That's
to do.
1811. That's.
You wanna know what
that's
that one
much
thing
worse.
is I need to do?
What?
I need to get more followers on Fire Song.
Ah, it's gonna be a challenge.
They have like 5 more than me.
It's not gonna be easy. I can tell you that right now.
No, they have 10 more than me. Gosh darn it.
Apple tree seeds. Ooh. Oh, which cartoon were you watching with wolves?
You don't wanna. I joined in. It was a chaotic cartoon. It was like something on YouTube.
Oh, that doesn't mean that it's bad. There's lots of good things on YouTube.
I don't say it was bad. It was very chaotic and very confusing.
One of my favorite shows of all time is on YouTube.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Oh, I'm scared to introduce it to people because it's still ongoing, and they make like one episode every month and a half. So it's like I've introduced some people to it.
What is it?
No evil.
No evil?
Yeah. I'm not supposed to be here yet. So let's see what this place is. Ooh, this is something magical. Yeah, definitely can't go here yet. Okay. We shall return later.
It's furries.
It's Incan mythology.
It's furries.
Oh, boo-hoo, Grimier River. I've seen where you spend your time.
I don't know. What do you mean you've seen where I spend my time? If you've seen where I spent my time, you know.
You spend time in it. Tsune's chat, in Terms chat. It's like,
That is different. They are friends. I'm not friends with these furries in this show.
you're not friends with the
very
furries
different.
in the show yet. Very different.
I'll add it to my watch list. I'm not gonna lie, because I watch Haluva Boss and Has Been Hotel, so I kind of can't say anything.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Those are the only 2 animated shows though that have furries that I watch though.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, no. I watched the Gretzko on Netflix. That's it. Oh wait, no, I watched the BNA or the BNA show on Netflix also.
You see what happens when you have to start keeping track?
It's just 4. It's just 4. No, it's fine. It just like keeps counting up. I also watched Shrek though. there's like what 5 movies of that, 4 movies.
Oh, there's so
And then
much
there's-
more.
There's the Puss in Boots show,
And then there's
interactive show, and the movies.
and there's gonna be the Donkey Show.
There's a new Shrek movie coming out sometime in the future as well.
Yep.
They redid how Shrek is drawn,
Well, yeah.
but they're keeping all the same voice actors. Thank God. I would have been so upset. But then again, if you've watched the Puss in Boots movie and you watch the newest one, they drew him completely differently. They
Yeah.
changed the art style. I mean, I love it. I love it. It's not like a downgrade, but like, I didn't realize it until I went back to watch the previous one.
Well, that's because memory plays tricks on your mind. You don't really notice things.
Your mom doesn't notice things.
No, she doesn't. She ignores me a lot, too.
Man, maybe you should complain to her about that.
She
have a chat with
she
her
doesn't
about
listen to
her.
me complain.
You need to have a one-on-one with her to talk about how she's not paying attention to you and ignoring you. Alright? Leave the masterpieces alone. What are you talking about, Fire? Is Fire talking about Shrek?
I believe so, yes.
Well, here's the thing though. It's by what? Pixar? Not Pixar.
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks. And DreamWorks never screws up their movies ever. They only make them better. So, they're not gonna screw up Shrek.
At least that's the hope.
Yeah, it's the hope.
What am I doing?
Good morning.
He's got a fire in his eyes.
I got fire in my butt. I mean belly.
Hmm. I think I know what
I mean,
you've
if I
been
ate
up
Taco
to.
Bell. I mean, if I ate Taco Bell, I'd have fire in my butt.
Good morning. Good luck.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life. I want another Shrek movie. I've seen every Shrek movie. I own every Shrek movie. I even have a stuffed Puss in Boots little cat with a hat that came with one of the movies. And I have a stuffed donkey that says Shrek. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
My dad got really pissed at me for doing that like nonstop, and I just love doing it so much. It is amazing. Well, they have another one in the works, so I am getting what I want. Toradora is pretty good. I don't think I could take more of it though. More Love is War though. I'd love to see more Love is War. However, that's done forever, I think.
We'll never know.
No, one of the main characters moved overseas. It's done. Because it's about those two main characters. It's like 2024, 2025 or something like that. Or 2026. I think it's like 2026. Is when the new Shrek movie's coming out.
Well, we'll
They-
see how
they
long
did
the strike goes on for. Because the studios are only shooting themselves in the foot.
Is DreamWorks one of the ones that's shooting themselves in the foot?
Yes.
Aw, come on, DreamWorks, be better. You make the good movies. You could easily beat Disney by just cutting a deal with the writers and getting them...
And
like,
getting all the writers to come to you. I mean,
yeah, like, you
legit.
can literally just wreck the entire streaming community and everything and just, like, win it all and be amazing. Like, I'm just surprised none of the studios have done that yet. Just realized that all the studios are doing this shit. And if one of them breaks in, they get the best writers. They get everyone. They get everyone, including like the really good actors and stuff that we're supporting them. Like, it's...
Yeah, but they're too greedy. Rather than give up 1% of a percent, which is what's being asked for, they'd rather just have nothing come out.
I'm just curious to see how long it goes on for, and how hurt the studios get. I mean, you know, they're really hurting when one of them breaks the law to trim those trees next to their
They did
studio.
that 3 weeks ago.
I know they did. All right, I just haven't said anything about it. But they have a lawsuit against them from the state for that. So
Yeah, and they'd rather pay that because they feel they get more out of the sun bearing down on the people on the picket lines.
What if this whole thing is a publicity stunt by the studios? They're doing this on purpose.
No, the
because they
studios
have
wouldn't do that.
money. Yeah, you're right. They're not that smart.
They're not that smart, and the money that the studios are losing their investors are not happy with. I mean, on the earnings calls, they had to talk to the shareholders about how the strike is a good thing because they're saving all this money, but the thing is, as soon as the strike ends, the first contingent of that is back pay.
Oh, yeah.
So, when they're having to resort to the, well, technically we're saving this much money, and so our earnings are actually positive this quarter because we haven't had to pay people. That is quite literally saying I put it all on the credit card, so I still have money in my bank account. That's not how you make purchases. That is not the way you were supposed to live with your finances. That's not how the kids say winning it.
All of Jest removed as VIP.
Yes, because someone messaged me saying they were going to spend their points to make them VIP, so I went and did it, but the person didn't actually spend their points. So.
You're gonna work on your hardcore run? Okay, have fun. Don't die again. But if you die again, at least like die on like day 69, cause
Nice.
Yep.
Buy more seeds.
Good morning.
Let's start the day with a hearty greeting. Welcome.
So they changed mod view.
Yes, they did. They changed it last Saturday.
Yeah, I noticed the day it happened. I'm like, what is this? It's they just changed the look of it. Like the layout and everything else is the exact same.
For the way that I use mod view, it's useful.
I don't know how it's more useful or less useful. It's the exact same. It's just
The
looks
types
different.
where you get alerts and how persistent they are, it's no longer in the way. It's if I want to check
okay.
something, I can see it happened over there and I can respond to it and I can mark it off for me in the other mods and go, yes, we've already acknowledged this.
Alrighty. Dang it, I'm like a mod for only 2 people. And I'm like... And I haven't had to do much. I've only had to ban one person, so.
Oh, don't worry, that number will grow.
Not if I don't want it to.